Unit 7, Part 4, Stratigraphic Divisions of India. Stratigraphic divisions. Stratigraphy or historical geology describes classifications of rocks based on the chronological order of formation, so which are laid down on the surface of the earth. So sedimentary rocks are most suitable for studying stratigraphic analysis because the rocks are formed in different bedding planes at different periods of time. The rocks will be able to store fossils or save fossils in them at the time of bedding plane more effectively than other rocks. The fossils reveal the chronology of the materials formation of the earth crust, because one living being will not be available in the other period. So when there is a fossil which is sedimented or which is saved in a sedimentary rock, that will be preserved, and that particular lifetime will be combined with the life of rock to find out the formation period of that rock. So the fossils reveal the chronology. So lithology, the study of rocks with particular emphasis on the description and classification, the general composition of rock or rock sequence, it will be called lithology. So when the fossils has distinct petrological and formation characteristics that are different from the overlying and underlying rock, the fossils are the indicator to find out the formation of the rock span and time easily. So animals and plants bear characteristics that are different from one period to the other period of formation. So one species will be available in one particular time, the other species will be extinct in the next time zone of formation. So that will be a basic indicator to find out the historical geology or stratigraphy. So here environment also plays an important role. With changing climate and with changing conditions of environment, plant and animal species adapted differently in each and every zone of formation. So due to that changes, the environment will also help us in identify the age of rock formation and type of rock formation. Then superposition of fossils. So if we are digging fossils from a sedimentary rock, the topmost fossil represents the newest formation and the bottommost sedimentary rock fossil will represent the oldest formation of the rocks. So the stratigraphic divisions of India, we are having two major classifications as Precambrian period and Phanerozoic period. So in Precambrian period, the Archean era, Proterozoic era comes under this classification of Precambrian period. Then the rest of the classification comes under Phanerozoic period. So the Archean era, it starts from the beginning and up to 2500 million years are calculated as Archean era, and Proterozoic era starts from 2500 million years to 570 million year, and Paleozoic era starts from 570 to 245 million years. Mesozoic era is 245 to 66 million years, and Cenozoic era is 66 to the last million year from now. The oldest rock in India are found to be 4500 million years of age. Next, the stratigraphic divisions in a map. So this is the actual classification: Precambrian, Phanerozoic, and Precambrian will be having Archean, Proterozoic, Paleozoic, Mesozoic, and Cenozoic in Phanerozoic. The stratigraphic divisions of India. The stratigraphy or geological systems of India are analyzed with reference to the geographical formations or locations. So again we will be analyzing the Himalayan ranges, Indo-Gangetic plains, extra peninsular and peninsular India, and coastal sedimentary sequences to find out the stratigraphy of that particular region. Next comes Indian subcontinent. It will be named as Craton. The Craton term is used to denote stable portion of a continent, commonly of Precambrian age and not formed for a long period of time. So Indian Craton is one of the constituents of the supercontinent Pangaea, which is and it is existing still now, but it is a separate plate in the Earth's crust under Indo-Australian plate. The Indian plate got separated from Madagascar about 90 million years ago, which is currently colliding against the Eurasian plate. The tectonic plate movement of Indian plate caused the Tethys Sea, which existed between the Eurasian plate and the Indian plate. The stratigraphic divisions of India, the Precambrian age. So here we are having a pre-age, which means from the period of formation till 570 years, it will be 570 million years, it will be classified as Precambrian age. Under Precambrian age, we are having Archean rocks. So that will be dated up to 2500 million years. So this is the earliest phase of tectonic evolution. The cooling and solidification of the upper crust of the Earth's surface after Big Bang has started place in the Archean era, which is prior to 2.5 billion years. The Archean basement complex of India is formed in that particular period, identified by exposure of gneiss and granites in that particular Indian Craton. It is divided into two divisions: Archean rocks, which means from the time of formation to 2500 million years, and Proterozoic rocks, which is 2500 million years to 570 million years. So first we will go through the classification of Archean rocks. So this is the first form of rock which is formed on the earth before the origin of life. So it will be igneous in nature. It will also contain metamorphosed granitic and basaltic rock, and small amount of sedimentary rock is also found in them. It majorly consists of granitic rocks, gneiss, schist, greenstones, amphibolites and quartzites. The Archean formation are present in most of the southern and eastern India and parts of Assam, Jharkhand, Madhya Pradesh and Rajasthan. So these also contain metamorphic rock formations, which is represented from the youngest to the oldest. So there is also unclassified crystalline rocks, charnokites, condalites, Darwar system of rocks. The Sistos rocks, that is the oldest rock which is present in Karnataka, that is classified under Darwar system. The Darwar system is divided into three systems. Lower Darwar contains rhyolites, felsites, quartz, porphyry rocks, schist and gneiss. The middle Darwar contains the granite, porphyries, basic and ultra basic intrusive igneous rocks, and volcanic products and banded ironstones will also be present. The upper Darwar contains chert, ferruginous sills, clay, conglomerates and quartzites. The after Darwar system of rock formation, there was volcanic activity and igneous intrusions resulting in condalites, granitic masses, charnokites, dikes and unclassified crystalline rock formations have taken place. The unclassified crystalline rocks are distributed over Tamil Nadu, parts of Kerala, Karnataka and parts of Andhra Pradesh, Odisha, Jharkhand, Assam, Meghalaya, Sikkim, parts of Madhya Pradesh and Rajasthan. The economic minerals included in these formations are iron, copper, diamond, graphite, chromite, etc. are found in these formations. Next, we are going to study about the Proterozoic rocks, which is dated from 2500 million to 570 million years ago, which falls under the major classification of the Precambrian age. Also, it is called as Purana group of formations. They are separated from older Archean formations by distinct unconformity called as Eparchaean unconformity. They are subdivided from older to younger: old granites, Kadapa system, Delhi system, Vindhyan system, younger granites and Malani volcanics. The older granites. Darwar group or Bijawar sediment erosion and deformation air mark the second phase. Volcanic activity and igneous intrusion that are obvious from the sediments. Which means after Darwar formation, the Darwar group or Bijawar started erosion and also deformation take place due to volcanic activity and igneous activity, which resulted in old granite formation. Igneous and sedimentary rocks are formed, which are kaolin, iron, limestone and uranium bearing rocks are found among the Proterozoic rocks. Proterozoic rocks are very well seen in Kadapa region of Andhra Pradesh. Older granites are seen in parts of Karnataka, northern parts of Andhra Pradesh, southern parts of Odisha and northern parts of Madhya Pradesh. The Kadapa system. The Kadapa system of rocks, which is having a thickness of almost 6100 meter, consisting of slate, quartzite, sandstones and limestones without fossils are identified on the denuded surface of Mahanadi Valley, Chhattisgarh Basin, in the Sun Valley, Kurnool district of Andhra Pradesh, southern parts of Chhattisgarh, Singhbhum district of Jharkhand, Kalahandi, Keonjhar district of Odisha and Aravalli ranges extending from Delhi to Idar in Gujarat. The Kadapa system economic minerals are iron, manganese, copper, cobalt, nickel, barytes, asbestos, steatite and other minerals. The Delhi system. The Delhi system also falls under Proterozoic orogenesis. The orogenesis represents the formation of mountain from the earth crust. So here it is majorly related to Aravalli range called Aravalli Delhi orogen zone. So it extends 500 kilometers from north as isolated hills and rocky ridges from the Haryana region and end near Delhi. The minor igneous intrusions are deformation which will be caused due to folding and faulting of the rocks and subsequent metamorphism of Aravalli mountain represent the main phase of orogenesis. The Delhi system extends from Aravalli mountains to Ajmer, Mewar to Idar and Palanpur in south. The Mewar and Jodhpur region consist of calc, gneiss, calcist, phyllites, quartzites and arkose grids with thickness of almost 6000 meters. Arinpura granites and Malani igneous suits of rocks are well known among this Proterozoic rocks. Next, Vindhyan system. Vindhyan system got its name from Vindhyan mountains, which consists of ancient sedimentary rock which is spread over an area of 1 lakh square kilometer, consists of sandstone, shales, limestones and over 4000 meter thickness. So it is divided into two divisions as Lower Vindhyan system, which belong to the period between 1300 to 1100 million years, and Upper Vindhyan system, which belongs to the period between 1000 to 600 million years, and Upper Vindhyan beds enclose two diamond bearing horizons at Panna and Golconda. It is devoid of metalliferous minerals, but it is having very good building stones and ornamental stones, and it is also having valuable glass making sands and gemstones in the regions. Gwalior system and Bijawar series are the two equivalents of Kadapa system distributed in the North India. In the extra peninsular region, we are also having equivalents to Kadapa and Delhi system. Those systems are Dogra slates of Kashmir, Attock slates of Punjab, Chels and Simla slates of Simla Hills, and Haimanta system rocks in the central Himalayas of Kumaon belongs to this equivalent system of Kadapa and Delhi systems. Then next comes Phanerozoic formation, which is dated from 570 to 0.01 million years. So it first starts with the Paleozoic era, so which is dated from 570 to 245 million years. So it is called as Dravidian system, which is distributed over extra peninsular region and are very little in the peninsular shield. The Paleozoic era of geological formation include the systems of the following geological ages. First it comes the Cambrian system, the Silurian system, the Denovian, the Lower Carboniferous, the Lower Gondwana system, the Upper Carboniferous and the Permian systems. Here the Paleozoic era will study about the Cambrian system. So it is salt range containing the Salt Marl and Saline series, the Spiti area containing the Haimanta system, the formation of Kashmir, Valley. The Cambrian period, it is represented with plenty of fossil evidences. The fossils of corals, foraminifers, sponges, echinoderms, worms, gastropods, pelecypods, tribolites, and brachiopods are the notable fossils, and marine fossils assemblages. Uh, it is also having rocks of salt marl, purple sandstone, shales, slates, and dolomites and quartzites. The Ordovician system with shales is found in the northern Kumon, Simla region. The Ordovician rocks are seen in Lidar Valley in Kashmir, which means the whole entire Indian region was submerged below the sea during the ice melting ages, and a few regions were not under the sea. So the regions which were beneath the sea will have or show the activity or life forms which is related to water. The Silurian rocks are seen in the Spiti region of Lidar Valley in Kashmir. It contains red crinoidal limestone of Graceback and Zanskar range. The Denovian system of rocks are represented by the Muth quartzites of Spiti, Kumon, and Kashmir. The limestones with brachiopods and corals are exposed in these rocks. The Carboniferous system of rocks in India are distributed only in few places in the Himalayan region of Kashmir. It contains fossiliferous limestone and shales called as Lipak and Po series. The lower Gondwana system of formations are mainly sedimentary with fluviolite and lacustrine deposits which indicated glacial condition in that period. This system contained lots of coal seams indicative of forest resources, which means before from the period of 570 million years to 245 million years of age in this earth's surface, we are having rich forest resources, and we had rich formation of lives, and those are deposited as sediment in the sedimentary rocks of this region, which are visible right now. From those study we are able to derive these examples. Next, they are distributed in the following regions. The northern part of the east coast is peninsular India, from Godavari Valley to the Rajmahal Hills, the Damodar, Son, and Narmada Valley. In the southern side along Mahanadi Valley, parts of the Himalayan foothills spread over Nepal, Bhutan, Assam, and in Kashmir. The Talcher series of rocks containing coal seams, shales, and sandstones are notable in this region. The notable coal deposits are available in Barakar series, Jaria coalfields, Raniganj series, Panchet series, Mahadev series, Rajmahal series, and Jabalpur series. The next, the upper Carboniferous and Permian system of Indian contain unique fauna and flora, which means they are having a special fauna and flora feature which is observed in this system of formation. They are seen in Spiti, Kumon, Mount Everest region, Assam, Himalaya, Kashmir, Panjal volcanic series, and Simla, Garhwal, Prol series in the eastern Himalaya regions like Sikkim. Next, we are entering into the Mesozoic era of Phanerozoic classification, which will be from 245 million to 66 million years ago from now. The formations are the Triassic, the Jurassic system, the Cretaceous system, the Deccan Traps, the Triassic system, which is very rich and varied in fauna and flora. Between these time, the Jurassic animals lived in this earth's surface, and we are able to find numerous invertebrate fossils including ceratids, ammonoids, brachiopods, crinoids, echinoids, and felicopods have been observed in the rocks. And in vertebrates we are able to observe fishes. In India, they are exposed as the Lelang system in Spiti, the northern Kumon, the Chocolate series, the Kalapani limestone, the Kuti shales, the Kyoto limestones. The Mesozoic era, again the Jurassic system is exposed as Spiti shales, Laptal series of Kumon, Mount Everest region, the sub-Himalaya of Garhwal, Kutch, and Rajasthan area. The Jurassic and Cretaceous system are known for their marine transgression. Foraminifera play an important role in Cretaceous stratigraphy. The rocks contain limestones and sandstones and shales. They are exposed in Himalayan ranges, central Tibet, Kashmir, Ahmednagar, Kutch, Narmada Valley, Tiruchirappalli, Ariyalur and Rajmundry areas in northwest and south India. The end of Mesozoic era was started by the enormous lava flow. So in the Jurassic period, we are having preserved fossilized eggs of Jurassic animals in Gujarat and also in parts of Ariyalur, which is in Tamil Nadu. And after that, there was a huge volcanic activity that took place in India, and the lava flowed, and the animals of that, the Jurassic animals, were dead. So the western, central and southern India experienced this kind of damages, and due to volcano, the fissure eruptions during this time created plateau basalts that formed the Deccan Traps in India over 3 lakh square kilometer. The thickness of basalts is 2000 meter, which means 2000 meter depth of new basalt rocks are created. It also contains typical infratrapian and intertrapian beds. The radiometric age determination shows that 42 to 65 million years ago these systems are formed. The minerals found in these regions are quartz, amethyst, agate, onyx and laterite, bauxite cappings, and many good limestones occur in this volcanic rocks. Next comes the Cenozoic era. The Cenozoic era is classified as tertiary systems: Eocene, Oligocene, the lower and middle Miocene, the Pliocene system, and the Pleistocene system. The tertiary systems are mainly marine tertiaries, which means the marine animals will be present in this tertiary system, which is formed under those time the Himalayan orogenic movements began. It is also observed that the volcanism associated with the Deccan Traps has continued, which means in the Cenozoic era the Himalayan mountains started to form, and the volcanism associated with the Deccan Traps has also continued. The rocks in this era have shown much valuable resources of petroleum and coal. They are found in Salt Range, Potwar Plateau, outer Himalayan region of Jammu and Punjab, Assam, Sindh and Baluchistan. So these are the region which will be very rich in coal and petroleum resources. The territory succession are fully spread over the Bengal, Ganges Delta, East Coast and Andaman Islands. Small patches are also seen along the coastal Kerala, coastal Karnataka, coastal Gujarat, Kathiawar and Kutch regions. The Eocene system. The Eocene system includes the rocks found in the Sindh and Baluchistan regions. It includes the following. Unique geologic series are formed. Ranikot series, Lucky series, Kirtar and Kashmir ranges. The Eocene formation of Simla, Rajasthan, Kutch, Assam, Gujarat region. The Eocene beds of Kaveri Basin and Bengal Basin. The Oligocene and Lower Miocene systems are exposed in the Kaveri Basin, Kutch and Rajasthan, Sindh and Baluchistan, Potwar Plateau, Jammu, Simla, Himalaya and Assam. A lot of coal and petroleum resources of India are found in most of this formation. For example, ONGC is having oil wells in Tamil Nadu, Kaveri Basin, and also in Gujarat, Orissa, and mainly Himalaya and Assam are suitable for coal mining. Next, the Miocene to Pleistocene formations are exposed as several unique systems and series. The mammalian fauna are represented by the fossil evidences. The fossil may appear in the Pleistocene period only. The geological formation of this period are Sivalik system in northwestern India, Manchar series in Sindh, the Tipam and Ding series in Dihing series in Assam, the Dwaraka beds in Kathiawar, the Kar series in Kutch, the Varkala beds in coastal Kerala, the Kadalur sandstones in Tamil Nadu, the Rajmundry sandstones in Andhra Pradesh. The economic minerals found in these regions are lignite, fire clay, ball clay, terracotta, sandstone, shell limestone, kaolin and petroleum. The Cenozoic era, which spans from 66 to 0.01 million years. The alluvium which is found in the Indo-Gangetic plain belong to this era. The older alluvium is called Bangar, which is present in the ground above the flood level of the rivers. Kadar or new alluvium is confined to the river channels to the present flooding plains. The most fertile soils as new silt is continually laid by the rivers every year, there will be Kada, new alluvium available in flooding plains every year. The Quaternary period. This period belonged to the age of 1.6 million years till the recent past. It includes all the recent alluvial deposits of Indo-Gangetic plain in the northern parts of India. Brahmaputra River, Kaveri, Krishna, Mahanadi, the Ganges Delta contain the alluvial deposits. The Pleistocene period started with human culture and global diversity in fauna and flora assemblage. The last 1 million years, five major episodes of glaciation take place, which means the freezing of glacier and melting of glacier has taken place. The Mesolithic human culture shows post-glacial environment about 20,000 years before Christ. The article for reference, it is from Professor Balasubramaniam, University of Mysore, Geological Formation of India. It is a technical report. And thank you.